Mm. What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? As usual, hope we're doing all right. I hope my microphone's all good. I kind of fucked it up by mistake yesterday. I went to pick something up, and I went like, if this is my microphone, I went, "Blonk," you know, and yeah. So hopefully it's not too crazy. Let me know if the audio sounds a little bit weird or anything like that. I'll see if I can. Fix anything that I have the ability to fix. Um, My wife is taking a shower right now. My dog is hanging outside the door. He wants to go in. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what. I don't know what makes my dog tick. I don't know. But what is going on? Smart moron, Zachary Vered, OP. How we doing today? As usual. Hope we're all doing well. Good Palm Sunday. Yes, Palm Sunday. Indeed, OP. I got to be honest with you guys, right? I call myself a Catholic. I don't consider myself to be a good Catholic. I am not. I am not a good Catholic. I don't think there's a such thing as a good person. Um, but at the very least, you can call you can be up to date. You can be up on everything that you're supposed to be up on. I am not. And one of my goals, if not for this year, then over the next like 3 to 5 years, is to make sure that I can get back into church, So I got to be honest with you, it's been a long time since I've been to church, and when it comes to Palm Sunday, I am not completely and totally up on the significance of it. And that's obviously a problem, but like I said, in due time. But I do know that Easter is next Sunday. All right. Easter is coming up, and Palm Sunday is part of that. Palm Sunday is part of that Lenten season, if you will. Um, this is actually the first time I gave up something for Lent, and it was easier than I expected. And I got to be honest with you, I think it's a couple of different things. I'll be honest with you guys. I gave up jacking off. I gave up gooning. All right. I, as a man who has manly desires, all right, one of my vices can sometimes be jerking it. All right. If we're just being honest here, I'm just being honest with you guys. And like I decided that I would do something for Lent this year for a couple of different reasons. One, because like I said, I'm slowly trying to make sure I can get back into that, right? That whole Catholic thing, that whole Catholic thing, right? But then in addition to that, oh yeah, Neon, I have a slightly funny story to tell about when I first decided I would start, doing the Christian thing. Haha. When I would go back to Christianing, I'd start Christianing again. Haha. But like, I decided to give that up, right? Because it's a vice of mine, and it's a vice that I know is kind of one of the bigger ones that I have, right? It's one of the bigger and more obvious ones that I have in terms of like when I look at my own life, like what are the things that I'm doing wrong? What are the things that I'm not doing the right way, right? And um the bottom line is I gave it up, and I really think that one, Christ made it easier for me, right? I think knowing that I was doing it for Lent made it a lot easier, because there were times where I tried to do like No Fap November or something like that, and I completely failed. But then in addition to that, there is also um, the memory of my friend who died on March 1st, who was a devout Catholic. Every single Ash Wednesday, he would come in with the ashes on his forehead, talking about the guy from the gym that I did that little memorial service for, that memorial stream, just talking about the importance of him to me and my gym and stuff like that. Knowing that if I was to fail, I would be failing Christ as well as him in this case. It definitely made it a lot easier. It made it a lot easier. But anyway, Zachary Verret asks, "What did you give up for Lent?" I'm sitting here talking about it, and he's like, okay. Better make it quick. Got to go work out soon. Yeah, but basically, I was hanging out with some people that we know, specifically a certain guy that we know, a certain European friend of ours, and there was a chant that was going on at that place that we were hanging out at, and the chant was "Christ is King." There was a lot of people yelling "Christ is King," and I started chanting along with it, right? And the European friend of ours just kind of looks at me like, he just kind of looks at me like that, because I think to him that was so out of character for me, because when I first met you, Neon, when I first met all of our buddies and stuff like that, um, I was still like very much degenerate. Not that I'm not a degenerate now, but I was very much a proud degenerate, if you will. I was a proud gooner. I was a proud coomer. And like by the time we kind of stopped hanging out, me and the European, um, not because of this or anything like that. You know the story, but I'm kind of trying to make it a little bit more accessible for people here too. But because of that, um, like by the time we stopped hanging out, I had changed so much that like I think he was surprised by that. But it was just a funny little thing. Not that funny, not haha funny, but it was just like memories, taking a trip down memory lane, as they say, a trip down memory lane. But yeah, we got started a little bit late today, about an hour late. It's because some stuff happened and I had to push the stream back. I had to take care of some things and some stuff. I didn't get to watch too much of the card last night. I'm gonna be honest with you, and part of the reason is because I decided I'd play some AOE, and I also drank mead. I drank literally like this is all that's left of the mead that I drank yesterday. I didn't want to get that drunk, but it just kind of happened, because that's one of the ways that I'm coping with life right now, which is very healthy way to cope. Binge drinking, very healthy way to cope, right? Um, I mean, I'm not the kind of guy who like does a ton of drinking or anything like that, but over the last however long, every Saturday night I have been like, let's have a couple of beers, let's have some wine, let's have some tequila. Last week it was tequila. I had a couple of margaritas actually. It was one of those things, and I decided I'd go for some mead. It was blueberry mead actually, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't that good. It wasn't as good as I expected it to be. I've had other kinds of mead like strawberry plain. I love the hell out of strawberry and regular mead, but like the blueberry was not that good. It was not that good. I'm doing annoying hipster. I'm doing like irony leftist hipster. Oh, hmm. That was strange. I'm pretty sure my whole apartment just did that, like flickered. So hoping everything's all right on your guys' end. Excuse me. Hoping everything's all good and that nothing weird happened. But I'm drinking irony leftist booze now. Like the type of shit that some guy who yeah, nice little brownout, exactly. Um nah, you just had a stroke. That's exactly what it is. Wouldn't surprise me, all the stress I'm under lately. Wouldn't wouldn't fucking surprise me one bit, dude. Um but yeah, like mead is like one of those things where like you have like this left wing wannabe pagan who says skull. He has a plastic skull goblet or something like that, and he pours his 1634 meadery mead in it, and he's like, skull, haha, I'm totally a Viking. It's like, it is good though. It is really good. Mead is I would highly recommend. But I drank hipster whiskey and it was great. Yeah, like hipster. The thing about whiskey is that like every hipster is gonna say that every kind of whiskey is great, unless it's like they're politically motivated to say it's not. Like if you had like Black Rifle whiskey, you'd have some irony leftist hipster who's like his hold on. Sorry. I just want to make sure my wife didn't text me or anything like that. Like, oh, did the fucking shit, dude? Yeah, nah, it's good. Anyway, like if Black Rifle Coffee decided to venture into the whiskey trade, which would like that would be the exact next step that I would expect them to do, is like, now we're making whiskey. That's right, liberals. Now we're making whiskey. Black Rifle Coffee now has Black Rifle whiskey. That's right. fucking like if they made whiskey, then like some irony leftist YouTuber who like does whiskey reviews would be like, oh, it's awful. But every other kind of whiskey out there, it doesn't matter how shitty the whiskey is, he'd be like, it's good, it's good. Because it's one of those things where it's like, oh no, it's not that it's bad, you just don't get it. You're just not cultured enough to get it, is what it is, you know? It's so fucking stupid. Excuse me. Had King's Country bonded, they grow the corn in Brooklyn or some shit. It was bomb. Ah, that's interesting. What's going on, Madden Williams? Hey Scott, how do you deal with a drug addict coworker that is above you? Above. Let's try it again. Hey Scott, how do you deal with a drug addict coworker that is above you? Find a new job. Honestly, just find a new job, and if you can't find a new job, then just keep your head down to the best of your ability. Or get really good at manipulating people. If I'm being honest with you, get really good at manipulating people. One thing I've been thinking about is writing a book on dark psychology, which is another irony leftist like piece of shit thing. Do you not have a towel?
No, I forgot here.
Oh, geez. You all right? You need help with anything?
Uh-uh.
Okay. But yeah, like dark psychology is like a Reddit thing, right? But like I feel that that's something I could write a book on that would actually do well, because I grew up in situations where I constantly had to deal with like fucked up people, you know? And because of that, even though I personally am not someone who's always trying to be manipulative and stuff like that, for one thing, I had to learn what to look out for from these people and learn how to deal with it. A lot of the time it's just like say fuck off and leave, but like there are situations where you can kind of counter it to a certain degree. But then in addition to that, I also had to learn when to use shit like that myself, you know? There's a lot of like I'll gaslight the fuck out of somebody. I gaslight the hell out of people all the time, you know? Like a lot of the time it's a joke. I got into a car crash a couple of months ago, right? And this morning I was making fun of my wife, like talking about, oh, you don't know how to drive. And she's like, you got into a car crash. And I was like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about? You sound crazy when you say shit like that. Like, it's obviously a joke. But you'd be surprised how, like, crazy good gaslighting like that works, you know? It's just that a lot of people are a little too literal, and they're a little too focused on getting to a specific goal in a specific way, you know? And I've thought about, like, talking about that kind of thing, you know, in a book, right? Um, and, like, in a situation where you have somebody like that, you're going to want to try and avoid them to the best of your ability. You're going to want to try to avoid their ire to the best of your ability. But if you're in a situation where you absolutely positively have to defend yourself from them, then you really have no choice but to start being manipulative about it, you know? It's like I tell this story every now and again. I was working at a grocery store. It's been like 7 or 8 years at this point since I worked there. I was working at a grocery store. I told a customer to leave. I didn't tell him to fuck off. I didn't tell him get out of here. I literally was just like leave, go, because he was being rude to me, right? That customer goes, complains. I get called into the office the next day. They decide they're going to suspend me, right? I walk in because the way a lot of grocery stores work is they have unions, and because of that, they can't just fire you outright. It's more like they have to suspend you, and then they have to plead their case as to whether or not you deserve to be fired, and then they can fight about it, right? And a lot of the time, it's not worth it to fight about it, so the company's just going to take you back when you have that meeting, right? But in this case, the company did not want to take me back, and what I had to do was I had to basically tell a lie, if I'm being honest with you. There was one situation about 6 months before that where I was done putting away some shit in the seafood department because that's where I was working at that time. And a person came up. It's like literally Christmas Eve, too. Like Christmas Eve, I'm leaving in 10 minutes. I've cleaned everything up because at this point in time, like I'm going to clean everything up and leave, right? I'm leaving right at 10. It's kind of just what happens. Like you don't show up 5 minutes before the seafood counter closes and ask for stuff. That you don't do that, right? Um, I said no. They went to the manager, not even to be an asshole. They were just like, "Hey, would you be able to get me some stuff?" The manager comes back. instead of getting it himself and then cleaning everything himself, he's like, "Can you just do it, please?" And I started getting pissed, and I was like, "This is fucking bullshit, man." I started swearing, not in front of the customer. They couldn't hear, but in front of my manager, right? So nothing ended up happening in that situation. Nobody called me into anywhere. Nobody had a talk with me. None of that. None of that at all, right? Um, 6 months later, that first situation that I was just telling you guys about happens. They call me in for the meeting, and sure enough, they want to start trying to bring up the situation that happened 6 months before that. I literally lied my ass off about it. I was like, I don't remember that happening, and I think it's real convenient that all of a sudden you're pulling stuff like that out of your ass. I knew what he was talking about. I knew exactly what it was. I knew what happened, and he was correct. He was correct about that, right? But why would I let him believe that? Why would I let him know that, right? Like in that case, the only thing that would have happened if I was honest is that I would have been fired. That's it. That person 6 months ago, they wouldn't have gotten their seafood any quicker. The guy who was being an asshole and I just told him to leave, he wouldn't be vindicated. Well, he would have been vindicated, but like that's the point. It's like he was an asshole in the first place. Why would I want him to be vindicated? And all that's going to happen is my manager's pissed off. He wants me gone, but then he's going to have to replace me right away, which means he's going to have to deal with the whole fucking fallout of that situation in the first place, right? So the bottom line is it wouldn't have benefited anybody except an asshole that we don't really care about like that. We just don't want to be getting complaints. So why would I sit here and be like, yes, you're right, I did that. It happened. Why would I do that? That's so stupid. Excuse me. Like this is I didn't expect to be telling the story. So and plus like literally like just this like the smell of bath water like when it I'll explain my distaste for smells later, but um I didn't expect to be telling the story, so I didn't exactly tell it in the most efficient way. But like the point that I'm trying to make is like you shouldn't play it fair. You shouldn't be fair and square with people that are not going to be fair and square with you. And you need to have the ability to lie and like to manipulate and things like that. If a literal drug addict who somehow some way was able to get a job and keep a job that is directly above you, so he has the ability to tell you whatever the hell is on his drug addict mind. Like you have to be able to look at a guy like that and be like, "Okay, how can I make this guy fuck off? How can I get this guy, instead of directing his energy towards me, to direct it that way or that way or that way or that way? How can I force that to happen, right?" So overall, Madden Williams, try and find a new job. Keep your head down while you're looking for a new job. If you can't find a new job and you're in a situation where you can't keep your head down, you better be able to like manipulate well. You better be able to manipulate well, you know? Um it's as a bit as a mildly autistic man myself, as a mildly autistic man, autism isn't real, I'm joking about that, but like as a guy who has always valued fair play and fair treatment, and trying to do the right thing, not saying I'm perfect, not saying I've always been doing the right thing, not saying I've always treated people fairly and all this other stuff. I've done plenty of unfair things in my life, plenty of bad things in my life, but like I have always, since I was a very little kid, valued truth and justice and like people getting what they deserve and what they earn, and picking the right man for the job, not the guy that you're best pals with, and all that other like altruistic shit. As somebody who was an altruist, my altruism was there from a young age. I had a hard time for a long time with people who were very unfair and shitty and narcissistic and rude and all this other stuff. I always had a very hard time with those kinds of people. And it wasn't until I got over my altruism just enough as to where, even though I still want to treat people fairly, I can really fuck somebody up with the amount of like games that I can play and stuff like that, you know? It wasn't until then that I stopped getting shitted on constantly all the time, you know? Fucking so it's what did Chris Chan said? What did Chris Chan say? something about showing his fangs. Hold on. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. I can't stand the smell that's in my room right now. I'll tell you why in a second. Anyway. Sorry, one sec. Chris Chan. Fuck, dude. Damn it. Chris Chan show. Yes. Hell yeah. All right. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
You jerk. Re-upload it. Or we're gonna rain heckle on you, because I'm not afraid to show my fangs.
See, that's what you need. That's what you need to do. You need to be able to show your fangs, is what you got to do.
You're getting it. So just listen to me, you jerk. Re-upload it. Or we're gonna rain heckle on you, because I'm not afraid to show my fangs.
Hell yeah, bro. Fucking hell yeah, dude. No, but like you really need to be able to do that, you know? Like you think that I just sat back while my boss was like fucking with me before he got fired for the sexual harassment? All of us were finding little ways to try and fuck with that guy and move the needle a little bit closer to him getting fired. Literally all of us, even his coworkers and management. I've had multiple conversations with management about how awful that boss that I tell you guys about every now and again, who had it out for me, who was literally trying to fire me. I've had multiple conversations with like his other manager people who were like, that guy was awful, dude. Like, fuck, I hated that dude. I'm so glad he's gone. We were all like literally, I drive by my work one day, I see he almost goes over the red line, right? Or because you know how an intersection with a light works, right? Or even just a regular four-way. Here's the line. You're supposed to stop before or at the line. You don't go over. I saw him, he kind of did that, and he had to stop suddenly. I immediately was like, pull over. I was not even working at this time. I just happened to be driving by my work. I was still dealing with my injury at this time. I pulled right over and I sent an email from an email address that nobody at my work has, telling them, oh, hey, on this day at this time, I observed what appeared to be my boss, we'll just call him my boss, Scott's boss, driving erratically while exiting the place, while exiting the place of work. I sent that, and they followed up with me, and I gave them an exact date and time, and they followed up, like there's no fucking way I'm just gonna let some pussy like that fuck with me, and I'm not gonna take a shot back. Like, fuck no, man. And you need the ability to do that too. You have to have that ability, and if you don't, then you're just gonna continuously get shit on. Because at the end of the day, it is true that squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? And then in addition to that, people fuck with people they think they can get away with fucking with. Most people are not looking for fights, they're looking for victims. And that's the difference between me and other people, is that I'm looking for a fight if I'm fucking with somebody, I'm not saying like, oh, like literal fist fight, not even saying like I want them to do something back. It's just that I am aware, like when you take a swipe at somebody, they're going to take a swipe at you back, probably. It's better for you to expect that than to not expect it, And like a lot of people, they're strictly looking for victims. They're not looking for fights, It's crazy. I even developed a sense for type of people that will be a nightmare to deal with, and ignoring my disgust for them, I try to like them just so I can really fuck with them and turn it into light banter. You see, I don't even bother with that. Me, I can tell somebody's character just from the look in their eyes, just from the way they stand, when it comes to physiognomy, I think there is something to be said about that. But I think people take it a little bit too serious, as to where like they look at somebody who he's got a square jawline or something like that, and maybe he's like in good shape, and they take that to mean that this guy is like objectively a good person or something like that, and that's obviously not the case, right? But you can see criminality in people a lot of the time, right? You can see bad intentions in people a lot of the time. And it doesn't matter how jacked they are, how square their jawline is, or anything like that. What it really comes down to is the way their eyes are set, right? Do they have like steamy eyes? Do they have rat eyes? Do they have like, and I don't just mean like literally set into their skull. I mean like just the look, the shimmer, the gleam in their eyes, the gleam in their eyes. Like you can tell, you know, the way they stand, the way they hold their hands, and all this other stuff, right? Like and I don't think I'm like extra special or anything like that. I think I'm just good at it, right? The bottom line is like I think it's real easy to tell someone's intentions just from taking a look at them for 2 seconds, and you can kind of get a feel for who they are. Um, and with me, if I feel that way, I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't want to be around this guy. I'm gonna fucking slowly withdraw. I'm gonna slowly retreat. You know, it's fucking insane. But all right, good. That smell is gone. When it comes to smells, whether it's a good smell or a bad smell, I absolutely can't stand being overpowered by a smell. Whether it's like my wife just got out of the shower and she walks into the room and you can smell the shower, like or like she dries her hair, or like somebody's cooking something and it's burnt. It's one thing you smell something for a second and it goes away. Maybe there's just not that much of it in the air, or maybe your nose becomes attuned to it. But if there's one thing I can't stand, it's when I inhale through my mouth and I can taste shower. Or when I inhale through my nose, and every time I inhale through my nose, I can smell shower, which is what I was smelling a second ago. It's so fucking obnoxious, particularly when I'm trying to do something like this. I'm not like bitching about my wife right now. I'm just telling you guys like my thing with smells. Like I'm just like, you know. It's happened before. It's happened before where like somebody's cooking some ridiculous shit, you know, some fucking ridiculous shit in my kitchen, and it wafts all the way down the hall into my room. And every time I try and speak, I smell it. I smell it like a motherfucker, you know? It's like the worst fucking thing, dude. I can't stand that shit, you know? It's the ever present. It's like the olfactory version of if somebody just kept like poke, 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 just like jamming their fucking finger into your arm, just like repeatedly, every like 30 to 60 seconds, you know? It's like fuck, dude. I hate that. It's almost like it's almost like angering. It almost angers you, you know? But anyway, I didn't recognize a narcissist until 2010, and it became armchair psychology within a decade, which is interesting. Yeah, that's the thing that fucking sucks about anything regarding any kind of sociological or psychological, excuse me, not sociological, geez, psychological um anything, right? The psych field is like the psych field is like females version of chess. The psych field is like astrology if it was real. The psych field is, it's like law for women that are not actually interested in law, if that makes sense. Where like you have a lot of people who are like, well, actually, according to Chapter 3, subsection A of Mass General Law, the second you stepped onto that sidewalk, you were not on the street anymore. You were on the sidewalk, which means you were not driving. You were traveling in your land boat. And because of that, that cop is actually wrong. You should tell that cop he's wrong right now. Like almost sovereign citizen levels of like, I'm gonna throw numbers and letters at you, expecting you to be like, oh, that means something to me, you know? Like that's what a lot of women do, and they use it in a self-affirming manner, right? Like much in the way that somebody will try and interpret a law on the fly to mean like, actually, officer, you can't give me a traffic ticket. A lot of women, especially, will use psychology as a way to be like, well, actually, I'm not the problem. It's every single one of my 7 boyfriends that I had over the last 5 years, they were all narcissists, is what it is. They were all narcissists. It's the absolute worst thing because like I've met real medically certified narcissists and sociopaths in my life. It's not a quirky little thing. It's not exciting. It's not some weird Satan's actually a quirky chungus fun guy kind of thing. It's literally they are the kinds of people who you allow them into your life, and 5 years down the road you are like, why does my life suck so bad? And when you take a look at it, you realize, oh, it's because this guy that I allowed into my life is siphoning my life force out through whatever he can fucking get. Whether it's money, whether it's time, whether it's energy and attention, whatever it is the worst fucking thing. And then when you are like, hey, I value your friendship, man, but like I don't like how you're treating me lately, all of a sudden they're swinging for your fucking knees, dude. Like they are absolutely, and it's a lot of the time it's not even that they're like trying to come after you like physically, although you never know, it could happen. A lot of the time it's like, oh well, I control this person's ability to get this thing, so I'm going to say you're not allowed to do that anymore. That has happened to me. I had a part-time job what's it been, like 12 years ago. Fucking, I had a part-time job where it was kind of a handshake deal. It was under the table, right? And I needed that money, and I was doing something. I mean, I can I can fucking talk about it. I was coaching I was coaching this fucking guy's shit for him, right? There was this other gym that I was like briefly kind of working with, and I had some wrestling experience, and I was teaching wrestling classes for that guy, right? And it was a situation where originally it was supposed to be he's teaching the class and I'm just helping out. That was that way for about like a half of a month, 2 to 3 weeks, and then out of nowhere he starts sitting here like, you're teaching the class today, you're teaching the class today, you're teaching the class today. There was a certain point for like a month or two where I'd show up, he'd be there, and he'd be like, you're teaching the class today. He'd just randomly, he'd be like, you're gonna teach today, I have something else I gotta do. And then eventually he just stopped showing up altogether. This guy who asked me to help him with his wrestling classes, fucking, he just stopped showing up altogether. He wouldn't even show up and like go through the motions of like, hey bud, I got something I gotta do. And sure enough, what is this guy doing? He was like hanging out with like a girl or something like that a lot of the time, right? This went on for like a couple of months, and fucking eventually I go to this guy and I'm like, yo, you got to teach your own classes, dude. That's not cool, man. Like, you can't just be, I'm getting paid like $15 an hour to do this. That's not worth what I'm doing, man. You teach your classes, man. And instead of him being like, you know what, you're right, maybe I should teach classes, he's like, all right, so you're not a coach of my place anymore. That was his thing. And instead of him going back to teaching the classes, he did that for like a month, and then he got some other sucker to do it for him, right? Like that's a narcissist move. That's a sociopath move. Is like, I'm trying to get everybody else to do my work for me. If you don't want to do my work for me, then I'm going to fuck you over, and I'm going to discard you. I'm going to get rid of you. And if you come crawling back to me, fine, I'll let you back in. Maybe I'll even give you the same amount of whatever. But I'm never going to forgive you for that time you said, hey, man, I can't be doing your work for you. And because of that, for one thing, the treatment is probably going to degrade, right? I'm probably going to start treating you worse and worse as time goes on, if that wasn't happening already. But then in addition to that, anytime you are slightly annoying to me, I'm now going to take your money away again and tell you to beat it, because I'm going to bring that last time up. I'm going to bring that first time up. It could be 20 years in the future, and you forget to fucking turn off a set of lights one day, and now you're calling me up like, hey bud, can't have you around anymore, sorry, it just ain't working out, bye. You remember that time 20 years ago where you told me I had to do my own work? What a joke. Yeah, look, you've been a problem for a long time there, guy, all right? I've just been nice enough to not bring it up, and it's at that point now. Where it ain't working. So, see ya. Like, that's the type of shit that these people will do. What's going on, Tank Hill? That's the type of shit that these people do. And a lot of these fucking idiot TikTok Zoomer fucking moron women. And it's not just a Zoomer TikTok women thing. Like, I remember women my age doing it too. Women my age were doing it too, where it's like, oh, my boyfriend didn't want me going to that party dressed in a fucking cracker and plastic wrap. Fucking cracker to cover the vag and then plastic wrap over my fucking titties. Haha. Like, he didn't find it appropriate for his woman to be going to a club to grind on strangers and shit like that. He's so totally a controlling narcissist. You have so many of these women that do that type of shit today, you know? And it's so disgusting. And excuse me. It's cuz it's so easy to do as well. It's like I said, it's like the female version of like, actually I'm traveling in my land boat. I'm not driving on a street in my car. Like it's the female version of that where they don't have to actually grow as people. They can just blame it all on everybody around them, you know, and they're just gonna sit here and like tell themselves things that are not true. It's the absolute fucking worst thing that could have happened to women, you know, the absolute worst thing, because now anytime you tell them anything, it's, I think he's a narcissist. I think he's a narcissist. I think he's controlling. Like I fucking guarantee you, like literally, I've talked to exes of mine before. You know, the girl that I was dating before I the girl that I won't even get into it. I won't even like get into it a ton and shit like that. You know, it's just the bottom line is they use it as a way to redirect the fault in any situation to everybody but them. You know. And it's gross. It's fucking disgusting, you know? I'm the biggest bird, says Tank Hill. Uh-oh. Oh, we might have a bird fight. We might have a bird fight here, fellas. What's up?
Sorry, can I get something to close it?
Yeah. Baby, am I a narcissist?
No.
Yeah. Am I a sociopath?
No.
No?
Hope not.
I mean, hope not.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah? What makes you think I'm not a sociopath?
I don't know. It doesn't look like.
Oh, I don't look like one? What does a sociopath look like? Are sociopaths handsome? Are you calling me ugly?
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Say it with a straight face.
I did.
Oh, yeah? Bullshit. Alright. Anyway. But yeah, it's about time we get into the schmaction. We get into some of that schmaction here. I gotta open up Steam and then Shmoblivion. Bada bing. I gotta get the new AoE update. There was a big update that came out. There's 5 new civs actually, and they absolutely positively buffed the fuck out of the Koreans. It's insane. I'd love to play today, but so right away I'm gonna oh, there it is. I think that's good. Anyway, right away I'm gonna have to cheat using console commands because there's no fucking way I'm gonna like there's no way I'm gonna get however many Daedra hearts and whatever else. There's no way I'm gonna hunt that shit down. It's just not gonna happen. You know, we got to get this show on the road here. Part of the reason a lot of people aren't watching my streams anymore is because I'm not doing anything too groundbreakingly new. You know, I'm old hat. People want to watch Bert now. I gotta turn black and jerk it in front of a camera. Then I'll be rich. Then I'll have the views. You know, I can't wait to meet Bert, dude. It's gonna happen. I know I'm gonna get to meet Bert. There's behind the scenes stuff going on right now that I'm not gonna say too much of anything, but there is some shit going down that everybody is really excited about, especially me, myself included. You know, so and I think I'm gonna get to meet Bert at some point. Anyway, I gotta look up console commands for Console commands Oblivion. Um, um, Toggle water radius, huh? Interesting. Um, sorry, one sec. Daedra. Whatever. So in order to regain favor within the guild, I must gather 20 vampire dusts and 20 Daedra hearts. I might actually already have 20 vampire dusts, so I might not even need to do that. And I have 9 Daedra hearts as is, but where's the vampy dusts? Oh, I need 3 more vampire dusts. Um um Geez, an MSN. A fucking MSN thing. That's insane. Um oh Add item Oblivion console command. Yep. All right. Add item code list. Um, Daedra heart. Oh fuck. Add. Damn. I'm really trying to. I'm really trying to fucking like. Um. Okay. All right. So first off, all right, we got this. So player add item. Okay. Riveting, I know, but I need to figure this shit out. Oblivion Daedra Heart. Okay. Damn, bro. All right, so add Daedra Heart Oblivion console command. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yep. All right. So 0001 E. Oh wait. E. Damn. E. C. 8. F. 20. Sick. All right, and then it was vamp dusts. Vampire dust. Yes. 0004875 to C20. Bada bing, bada boom. Get our asses to the Mages Guild. All right. Bert seems like he would be aight as long as he doesn't pull some Andy Dick shit. I don't know the lore behind Andy Dick. I'm pretty sure he was on Mad TV and he was considered to be like a really like if not an influential comedian, then somebody who had like real talent and real potential is the word I was looking for. And other than that, I really don't know too much about him, and I might even be wrong, right? I know that there was like some drug issues or something, and he had multiple meltdowns and other weird shit like that. I know that he was on the fish tank site at one point. I know that he also was fucking around with IP2 as well. So yeah, there's that. But like I don't know what that Andy Dick shit that Bert may or may not pull is, you know. Beats me. Beats me. I'm not ready for Blood Games 2. I haven't even finished the digests. I think you got plenty of time. I think you probably got plenty of time, you know. I don't know if they're gonna do it before or after they do a season 4, but you know, it's not like they made any like announcements of like a time frame, you know. So I think that's probably a good sign. He loves grabbing balls and butts. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Good afternoon.
All right. Bothiel. Oh, there he is.
Have you returned with the ingredients you were sent to? Would you even now attempt to trick me? You do not have. Return only.
What?
Go bother someone else.
I thought I had the vampire dust. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so the vampire dust is different. I'm just gonna drop that there. I need a different. You see, I'm pretty sure I have 20 Daedra hearts. That's perfectly fine, right? All right. Vampire TUV. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, all right.
Hello.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Player. Add item. 000. Oh fuck. 00009182. 9182 20. Fuck.
Have you returned with the? You have completed your task, and so your privileges in the guild will be restored.
Imagine Andy Dick and Mickey Rourke in the same house.
No further leniency. Any more violations, and you will be permanently expelled from the guild.
Bug him. Yeah, I heard what happened with Mickey Rourke, and it's no surprise, you know, because the thing is, like, times are changing, but Big Brother is still Big Brother. The thing you need to understand is that there's no real winning in this whole culture war shit, right? There's only ebbs and flows, you know. There's a high tide and a low tide, I guess you could say, you know. Um like you know, like I said, it's like a high tide and a low tide, and right now we're kind of in a high tide situation where like the right, the based and red pilled right is winning. and that's all well and good. That's really cool. Let me change that thing around just a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna bang, bang, bang. But overall, like those people are just retreating into their safe spaces, and like I don't mean that in like the baby boomer liberal tears um way. I mean literally like they're just retreating into a place where they can incubate further and then hopefully explode back out into the future. That's what Tumblr was. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of this shit came from Tumblr. And really what it is that it came from college campuses, but when people would graduate from college, they'd hit the real world, and the real world wasn't like hospitable. It wasn't hospitable to that sort of bullshit that you would end up seeing on a place like Tumblr. So people had to adapt. They had to blend in, right? A lot of these people, they were just kind of like, yeah, I think my college professor might have been an idiot. But then there were also a lot of people who were like, yeah, maybe one day I'll have the manager position and I'll make sure that it's only lesbian trans women who have jobs here, right? That's the type of thing that happened. And in the meantime, what happened with a lot of these people is they went to Tumblr as a way to kind of like further indoctrinate young women and things like that, right? Because Tumblr was where all the women would hang out and stuff like that a lot of the time. Um, so you have a situation where like back in a time where you could still have like good comedy on TV and where you could still say things that like even if it was considered to be like out of touch or like just like oh that's what my dad says, it's not like people were losing jobs like they are now. Not saying nobody ever lost a job back then, but it's not like people are losing jobs now. People aren't getting kicked off of TV shows, you know, Big Brother and stuff like that. It's one of those kinds of situations where like until that disease was able to incubate in the T cell known as Tumblr to the point where it could explode and then infect, I guess affect works too, but infect other areas of the world. It was just chilling there, incubating, right? And that's what's going to happen now, and that's what Big Brother is, right? Big Brother is going to be one of those places where it's going to be an incubation chamber where like some gender fluid demi boy, that was always a funny one to me, demi boy, hearing that shit out loud, the word demi boy. It was always going to be a place where some like weirdos can come and they can fester. um that's what things like Big Brother are going to be. It doesn't matter that people are saying stuff like that now. Big Brother is going to be one of those places where you're not allowed to say that kind of thing. Is what's going to happen. Plus, like Mickey Rourke is not as famous anymore, at least I guess you could say, as JoJo Siwa. You know, like JoJo Siwa is more famous than Mickey Rourke to all these Zoomers and shit like that. Most people don't even know who Mickey Rourke is. So like that could also be part of it too, if we're being honest, is they're like, oh, we don't want JoJo to go. You know, JoJo is our ticket to the Zoomers. The Zoomers are gonna watch because we got JoJo Siwa here. Um, but like overall, you got to understand that there is no winning. There is only a temporary control of the um zeitgeist would be such a stupid word to use. That's like a dumb wannabe Bill Maher kind of thing to say. But the culture, right? Um sanity is slowly kind of pushing back into the culture a little bit, right? Like good things are starting to be made again. Uh Common sense is starting to be used again in certain topics and certain environments and things like that. You don't have to watch your tongue as hard as you used to. You don't have to live in fear like you used to. The average person was living in fear for a long time. It's not as bad, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be like that forever. There will be a time where there's going to be a new Tumblr where they incubate and incubate and incubate, and then when they're ready, they're going to burst forth, and they're going to ejaculate forth is what they're going to do. They're going to ejaculate forth. And all of a sudden, there's going to be another Me Too movement. And, you know, there's going to be another race riot that people call fiery, but mostly peaceful. There's going to be more shit like that, you know? Mickey Rourke is good at being Mickey Rourke. I agree. You know? Bill Maher apparently hangs hella dong. I'd go inch for inch with him. I'd go inch for inch with him. Fucking. Anyway, I'm glad someone called JoJo Siwa an F. We truly live in the good timeline. Well, you see, the thing about that too, right? I'm not saying that it's a good thing that people are getting called names like that, obviously, right? Because me, I'm an ally, and as an ally, I cannot put up with that problematic behavior. But one thing I will say is that it's a little interesting that he copped out. It's like, it would have been so much more respectful. It would have been so much more cooler if he just straight up was like, hey, you know? But like, he didn't do that. Instead, he tried to make it into a thing where oh, I was just looking for a cigarette. Haha. That's why I didn't say, hey, Jojo, you... That's why I didn't do that. I didn't even look at her. I was just like, hey, anyone got... He didn't even say it like that. He was like, hey, you know, right? But it's still a situation where it's like, just have the balls, man. Fucking have the balls, dude. You know? Like, if she like, at least have the balls. If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it all the way. You know? Like, fuck, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mickey? What are you doing, old Mick? But yeah, Mickey Rourke was a boxer for a while too.
The Arcane University has been here for nearly as long as the Mages Guild has been in Cyrodiil. It has been our home for ages.
All right, so I need
Well met.
I need
I don't know what Archmage Traven has against necromancy, but the first thing he did after taking over the Mages Guild was to ban its practice.
Anyway.
You too.
See, now I smell fire. Not like a house fire, like a bonfire, and that's a smell that I actually enjoy. There's certain smells that it's like, oh hell yeah, I love that I smell that right now. But the thing is, it's rainy and gloomy where I'm at, so I don't know what the deal is, you know? Oh shit. Oh shit. Anywho. So what I need to do is I need to get recommendations from the entirety of the... Like, I need to go to every Mages Guild in... Fuck. I need to go to every Mages Guild in Cyrodiil, and I need to talk to each person there to get a recommendation is what I need to do. What are your thoughts on the Shmoblivion project? Sounds interesting. I'm kind of excited to see how it goes, you know? All right. I do find the purple flame that doesn't burn you interesting. I really like that. That's pretty cool. Battle Mage. All right, so we'll go to Breville. No, not Castle Breville. Bravel. Oh, you know what? I need a feed, so... He just sees me sneaking in. Feed. Nom 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 nom. Yum. Anywho. So, Mages Guild. Fighters Guild. Usually the Mages Guild is located somewhere around there. That's not the Mages Guild, I don't believe. That's just a Warlock's Luck, which... fair deal. Where's the Mages Guild? This isn't it, right? No, that's Droshanji's house. Splash. That is Blackwood Company? No. Oh, no. That's the Mages Guild. Braille number 1. All right. See, the Mages Guild is my least favorite. I should have taken care of it first.
Hello, friend. What can I do for you?
Nope. Oh.
There's much I can show. I'm willing to teach. You
Oh shit, Speechcraft.
I'm willing to teach. Knowledge is the key to...
Oh, sick. I can sleep now, and I can level up. What's going on, Hi Ecuador? I believe it was this woman that I had to speak to.
A pleasure to
Jeez, that is a square jaw, man. Holy fuck.
Delphine can get you a spell to summon bound armor if you're interested. And if you're
If you're able, of course. If you don't
I can show
fucking
you
suck,
some.
that is. You piece of shit.
take
Sleep 1. Hopefully I won't end up with vampirism again. Alright. Agility. Personality. And then we'll go strength, I suppose. Yep. All right. Yeah, life has been was it her? I don't think it was actually.
Associate. You're here for a...
It was.
Are you prepared to earn it?
With my crew, we just arrived.
I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. I'm very preoccupied with this situation concerning Ardeline. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly get involved for fear of embarrassing the poor girl. I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori, and you can learn something about the power of illusion in the process.
Alright, you fucking asshole.
Please, I'm in desperate need of help, and I think you're the only one that I can turn to.
I didn't even listen to any of that shit. I didn't listen to a word.
I don't suppose you could... Are you so...
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly get involved for fear of embarrassing the poor girl. I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori, and you can learn something about the power.
Okay, alright, cool.
Please, I'm in...
Wait, who's Henna?
I miss him so. I'm going to... Henna... Great. Whatever suits you.
Alright, cool. Ardeline was that, you know, just in case. Yeah, like, life has been fucked up for me for a while, you know, and like the summertime is usually a nicer time for me, so I'm kind of excited for that. But then in addition to that, I just like things are starting to kind of unfuck themselves bit by bit, piece by piece, and I'm really excited for that, you know. I got some shit going on that is going to be good, and I can't wait for it, you know. So like I feel like life is going to start to improve. Was it? Nope.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the summer, and that smell that I'm smelling right now, it reminds me of spring and summer, and I'm just like, oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. Take that. Black size down to rat. Being info, a homicide. White boy summer, exactly. About to be a white boy summer in ways you guys couldn't even imagine.
Delphin Gend,
Delphin.
creator of the celebrated Enemies Explode spell.
Bell.
Advanced
Belle
trainer in
Delphine.
destruction, and mage destined for great things. Bye.
Hail.
Holy shit. Where the hell are all these people? Cast out of the Mages Guild, okay. Ah.
Hello, associate.
So,
Are you ready to follow me to Henantier?
oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, fuck, damn. Alright, guess I gotta do this shit now.
Let's be off then.
Really? Oh, I gotta follower. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. The very second I get the chance, you and your fucking high water fucking pants are dead. You know that? You know that? The absolute millisecond I get the chance to take this blade and run it through your throat, it is happening. Do not forget. I will do it.
Well met. Okay, you. Can you spare a quart? Why not? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
Well, as you can see, Henantier's right here, and he's trapped in his dream world.
Like, what do you want me to do about it?
I told him that trying to travel into one's own dreams is risky, but as usual, he didn't listen to me. Always has to do things his way. Henantier constructed a magical device he called the Dream World Amulet. With this device, one can enter his own mind and experience dreams.
I was fucking sending a quick message.
True, but this is
Anyone can
different.
dream.
When you enter your dreams with the amulet, you're in full command of a dreamlike replica of yourself. All your thoughts, your skills, and your talents travel there with you. Think of it as exploring a new land, but a land within your own mind. Henantier created the amulet to see if he could use his dreams as a training ground to help better himself. I don't know all of the details, but the amulet is a conduit to get to that training ground. It's been 3 days, and he's been stuck in his dreams. I've watched him all that time, and he hasn't been up at all. The only way to save him is to put on the Dream World amulet and go to sleep. Only then can you hopefully find out what's happened in there.
Right.
I fear that anyone he knows won't be able to help him in there. Since I'm in his memories, he may dismiss me as a figment of his dreams. The only chance is for a total stranger to enter his dreams. When you're ready to do this, I'll give you the amulet. Only I know the secret way it can be removed from his neck. Don't say anything to her. I don't want to embarrass her further. Once this is all taken care of, I'll speak to her privately.
And then...
I don't understand it. Some ridiculous male thing, I suppose. He's been bothering Ardeline every day for a while now.
Oh, I see.
He even stole her mage's staff. Perhaps he thinks it's amusing. I don't know. But it needs to stop. It's making her miserable.
Alright, okay. So I gotta talk to whoever that asshole is.
Lightly. The recesses of the mind can be... Are you prepared to...
Yes.
Please, use the extra bed here. If you sleep too far from Henantier, it may not work. I'll watch over you both to make sure you're safe.
Why don't we just sleep in the same bed then?
I almost forgot. Henantier once told me that if he's killed in his dreams, anyone that's in there with him will die as well. So do be careful.
It's like, oh gee, I wonder why she didn't want to fucking... I wonder why she didn't want to do the, you know... I wonder why she didn't want to do the fucking thing herself then.
Now is the time for sleep. How I wish I could go with you.
Alright, so do I have to put this on myself? Yep. You can't even see the amulet. Oh. There it is. There's the amulet. I'm pretty sure I get all my shit stripped from me, too. I've entered Henantier's dream world. To my surprise, I've arrived naked except for the dream world amulet. Not only am I unarmed, but I've also discovered that the amulet is preventing me from using any magic. I'll have to explore this strange place in hopes of finding something to defend myself with.
My word.
Oh boy.
You startled me. Are you real?
Yeah, I'm real, you fucking idiot. What you got in here? Huh?
I've lost my way. This place looks so familiar, but I can't remember how I got here. Can you help me?
Dream world.
This place is so strange. Dream world, you say? It's more like a nightmare. I don't like this place at all. I feel like I shouldn't be here. There must be an exit around here somewhere. I'd explore this place, but I'm afraid I just don't have the courage to do so. How could I be so careless? What's the matter with me? I know I've lost something. Yes, that's it. I've lost many things in this strange place. Would you please help me?
Oh boy. Quest update. Alright, so manual of arms. Interesting. Luckily for me, I got these hands. So I suppose that works. Manual of arms. Bread loaf. Some flowers. Alright. Portal to tested patience.
We must get out of this place.
Shut up. Portal to test of resolve. Oh, bunch of blood there. Interesting. Portal to test of courage. Okay. Alright, well.
We must get out of this place.
Shut up. Mysterious scroll. Oh. Okay. Well. So I'm supposed to step on these and not get nailed, but I'm gonna see what happens if I go. Whoa. Wow, that thing absolutely fucking ate me alive. Oh, fuck, we got another one. Oh. Alright, so there's a certain way I gotta go to be able to do this. Obviously. I don't even know if I want to do this specific... You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't even care. I'll do this part later. That's not it. Yep, that's it right there.
Hello there.
Was it
Durandi,
this dude?
Mage trained. Be seeing you.
Yeah, so I gotta fucking talk to some guy or something. He keeps trying to like fuck with her. Not her, like the Argonian chick. It's like some. I think it's the Ardaline chick keeps getting messed with by some guy. Hold on. All right, yeah.
Hi there.
You hear any word about Coodie's friend? She's offering a generous reward, so hopefully someone will show up and lend a hand.
Oh boy.
Without question.
Huh?
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Okay.
They say that slavery has been abolished in Morrowind. House Dress and Hlalu have renounced the slave trade and freed the beastfolk from servitude.
Morrowind has always been a troubling place. It seems it is more so now.
Goodbye. Ah, how quaint. How do you do?
Wait, who's Cootie?
Can I go to work?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, all right. Yeah, it didn't give me a
Anytime now.
Anvil is all greetings to you. First
I've
the
sighted the
chapel-
Oh, here he
Hello,
is.
friend. What can I do for you?
Ardaline.
I don't know what to say. All I want is for her to care about me, to feel the same way as I do about her. But she doesn't.
Loser.
I try, and it just doesn't matter. It makes me furious sometimes.
All right. Ardaline.
I've never laid a hand on her, either in anger or... I've never hurt her, okay?
So how do I talk to this fucking guy? You know? How do really? So let me guess. For some reason, the thing's probably fucking broken. You know? Notes. Yeah. So I think it might be broken. Either that or there's just something I had to do. Like I seriously might have to use console commands to do this. So set stage MG 03 illusion 10. Okay, all right. I've been given a charm scroll and need to use it to help persuade Varen, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, so at the very least, right? At the very least, yeah, you see the Breville recommendation was supposed to have been a quest that becomes active, that becomes available to me. Where's the charm scroll then? No, it was here. Open, easy, lock. Get that out of here. I don't need that.
Take care. Hello, friend.
Okay.
What can I do?
All right, here we go.
All right. I admit it. I took it from her. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. I was trying to tell her how I feel. Again. And she wouldn't even stop to talk to me. I just got so angry. I was a little ashamed afterwards. But I didn't know how to apologize or give it back. I wish I could. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, you see. I sold it to a friend of mine, Saurus Aranum.
I don't know. She does sound kind of like a bit of a bitch, I'll be honest with you. You know?
Tell Ardeline I'm sorry.
She's offering a generous reward, so hope.
Okay, there we go. So where do I go for... Oh, great. I'm going to have to deal with this bullshit now. I don't think I'm going to have to actually do the quest, but I'm going to have to tell her nah. Oh, perfect.
It should be no trouble at all once you use that scroll. Veron Vamori should give it to you once you've pursued.
No, he didn't.
He sold it, huh? Well, this just keeps getting worse. Very well. I presume he gave you some indication of where the staff is now located. Take these and go resolve the situation. And of course, please keep this just between us.
All right.
Get that staff back, associate.
There we go. The fucking Talos Plaza.
You have my ear, citizen.
The Schmalos. No. Here. Greater fortify health. Eyes of Eventide, whatever. Don't need any of these. Bound Greaves, okay. Serenity, Shadow Shape, Shocking Touch, Summon Rufio's Ghost, hell yeah, bro. Touch of Frenzy. I have a feeling it's the, I have to steal that staff from this dude, in which case...
Good day, stranger. Saurus Aranum is my name. Yes, I have the staff Baron sold me. I'm afraid I'm not willing to part with it. I paid good money for it after all. You understand, of course. All right.
All right. So what am I supposed to use here? Shocking Touch? Maybe I should use Shocking Touch. But Beguiling Touch.
You too. How are you? What do you want?
I mean, what do I want?
As much as I like you, friend, I'm just not willing to part with that stuff. We'll see.
Really? Hold on. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's great! That's really too much.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah.
That's blah. I doubt you
Damn.
really mean that.
I can't fucking bribe this guy.
Oh, that's great! That's really too much. You're pathetic. Don't... You've got a point. All right, I get it.
All right.
Goodbye. What do you want? All right.
Damn it! I can't fucking. Yeah, I can bribe him 86 gold piece for a 17 bonus, but why can't I actually do that? Do I have my gold on me? I believe gold. Yeah, like what is? Oh boy.
Take care. What do you want? Yes, we'll see.
I probably can't. While that thing's going, I probably can't.
Bye.
I'm Erisari Aranim. Some words should be shared only by friends. I'm listening.
Oh, dude, what the fuck? So do I not have gold? Is that the issue, or can I simply not use it on these people?
You too.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm probably just gonna, just, see if I can't steal the thing, you know? Nah, I don't want to play. I don't want to play that no mercy game. I don't know if it's actually as bad as it is supposed to seem, but yes, take that. You remember what I said? Yeah, I have no gold on me. What the fuck happened to my gold? Why do I have 0 gold? Is it cuz I trained in speechcraft or something like that? Is that what happened? Okay. Damn. If it weren't for the news, my first Google result would be Walmart Uno No Mercy Brutal Card Game for kids and adults. Oh man. Hell yeah. That's fucking insane.
Do you have the mage's staff associate?
Yes.
Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner. Thank you. You needn't tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it. Your actions for the guild more than merit a recommendation. I shall send it to the university promptly. And to thank you more personally, I shall teach you this spell. You may find it useful in certain circumstances.
Okay. Sick.
Now is the time for sleep. How I wish I could go with you.
All right. She's just trying to tell me like now we need help. I wish I could go with you too. All right. Yes, join the Mages Guild. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, we'll go to Anvil. We'll go to Schmanville. Anvil, Schmanville. All right, where is this loser? Where is this fucking nerd? Alright, sick.
Hello, associate. To earn a recommendation from me, you need simply prove you are able-bodied and prepared to learn something in the process.
Recommendation.
Unlike some frivolous tasks you may be given at other guild halls, this is a serious matter and has consequences. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Then allow me to explain the task. The Council of Mages has entrusted me with resolving a situation along the Gold Road. Several traveling merchants have been found dead along the Gold Road recently, with even more missing. The Council has asked that I put a stop to it. You are going to help me do so.
Alright. Isn't that dangerous?
We believe the killings are the actions of a rogue mage. Battle mages have been sent to the Brina Cross Inn, the only common link between the victims. You are to travel north to the Brina Cross Inn and speak with Ariel Gerard. She will give you further instructions.
Alright, well. In that case. There we go. Then down the stairs. What the fuck? Sparky. What's going on, buddy? Alright. The fucking Brina Cross Inn. Alright. So I need to go to the Brina Cross Inn, which is in this direction. There's something I like about this landscape, man. I do think it's pretty cool. Anvil and the Gold Coast are so kino. They really are. I mean, like, imagine being able to climb up on a rock like. Imagine being able to climb up on a rock like this and just like see that view, you know, day or night. Fucking, it's got to be so great, you know. That's something that like that's something that I've always enjoyed, is like being able to take a seat and just enjoy the view, even in like an urban sort of environment or like a suburban environment that, like, you know, it's not like as dense as a city, but it's still kind of dense. There's just something nice about that, you know? That kind of was scary. Big flop, a jump scare. Hell yeah. We're gonna beat the hell out of whoever's doing those killings. Alright. I want to live in Tamriel. Tamriel is a beautiful fucking place, dude, you know? I'd rather live in Tamriel than Skyrim, I'll say that much.
Hello, stranger. What can I do for you?
You know, the
Gabrielle has sent you, has she not? Go and speak with Christoph. Rent a room for the night. Once you have your room, I will meet you there. If anyone asks, you are a traveling merchant, nothing more. Do
jeez.
not say otherwise to anyone.
No, friend. I'm afraid I don't know the way to Shaden Hall. But good luck in your travels. Please excuse me.
Any time now.
All right. Well, what, I'm supposed to talk to Kiara?
What?
What?
Goodbye.
I literally don't even know where the person I'm supposed to speak to is. Oh.
Welcome to the Brina Cross Inn. Can I interest you in something to eat, or perhaps a bed for the night?
Cyrodiil has Bruma too. Yeah, it does, you know. Bruma's like right before Skyrim, you know. Might as well be Skyrim. Bed.
Let me guess. Traveling on business? You don't look like you're out for a stroll.
This guy is gonna have my hairline in like 20 years. My hair is gonna grow like that and then not like that.
Ah, yes, thought so. We get many of them traveling through here. Well, we used to. Haven't seen as many lately. What with the, well, you know, the murders. I don't like to talk about it much, as it's bad for business. At any rate, would you care for a bed for the night? Right then. The bed is just upstairs at the back of the inn. Sleep well.
Alright.
Good day.
Bro got the Sam
Pardon
Hyde
me,
cut. Oh.
Did I hear you say that you're a traveling merchant? Don't you worry, what with the recent killings and all? I'd be ever so scared if it were me. I haven't left the inn in days, just in case.
Jeez, lady.
Well, you take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear about another senseless death. Good luck to you.
That's suspicious.
How are you today?
Which one is it? Okay. Sackcloth sandals. Guide to Breville. I forget. I'm like half here today. I'm still kind of fucked up because I drank last night and I drank a lot, you know. Fucking, so I'm kind of like, ugh, I've been like that all day. Wait in my room for Ariel Gerard. Ooh, and then spend the night sleeping in the inn. Well, I will wait here and see what happens. This bitch needs surgery, indeed. Indeed.
Hello there. All right, it should be safe to speak here. Once you've rested here, you need to continue along the Gold Road, heading east towards Kvatch. I shall be following out of sight, along with a fellow battle mage. Make no attempts to speak to us. Trust that we will protect you. Should you be confronted by this cowardly mage, do not hesitate to protect yourself by whatever means possible.
I'm gonna kill
Once
him
the
before
mage
you
has
get to him.
revealed himself, we will step in and settle a matter quickly. Now get yourself some sleep. You'll need to be well rested.
All right. Anyway, what's going on, JC? Thank you for the $4.99, man. Scott, my friend is down bad, nasty for Boston. Mayor Michelle Wu, is she hot or not? And a lot harder than Marty Walsh, I'll say that, you know. But yeah. I mean, she's not the ugliest mayoress that I've ever seen, you know. I don't think. I mean, let me just check real quick, right? Let me check real quick. All right. Actually, you know what? We're gonna settle this. We're gonna settle this, okay? Michelle Wu. You know, I slept with a girl who looks like that once. So yeah, I mean, she's not the most attractive woman you've ever seen. She's not the most attractive woman you've ever seen. But to me, she's not bad. She's cute, I guess, you know. She's kind of on the aging side as well, you can tell, right? I want to see her when she was like 25 even, you know. Not terrible, not terrible by any means, but I personally would not call her like the hottest you've ever seen, you know? I like her. I like her, you know. I think that's how I feel. I like her.
My word, you stopped me. Are you?
What? Oh my oh. Damn it, dude. Okay. All right. Okay. I need to take that fucking I didn't know I still had that thing on. Get that out of here. All right, okay.
My word,
What?
you stopped me.
What?
Are
I got I just have to do this now. I just have to do this now.
you? I've lost my way.
That is so
This
stupid.
place looks
That is so
familiar.
fucking stupid. Anyway, um that feel when Scott just actually fucked Michelle Wu and forgot about it. That's exactly what it is. Now, the girl that I fucked is she's Polynesian. She's like Filipina. And I don't know what you would call someone from Guam. I think you just literally call them like Polynesian or Pacific Islander or something like that. Not the most attractive girl you've ever met, but attractive enough. You know, she was a Zumba instructor. What's going on with my dog? Anyway, um, yeah, she was like she was in a weird situation. She definitely had a type because her baby daddy was also a redhead, and like as she was trying to get out of that situation, she was into me, and you know, we fucked once, and like soon after we fucked, she started getting into this weird like Kundalini type bullshit. She did like ayahuasca, and it just fried her, and all of a sudden she's into spiritualism and shit like that, and she's taking weird pictures and these poses where she's like that, like standing like that, um like weird wannabe yoga bullshit. And I shit you not, I fucked her. Very good lay, if I'm being honest with you. Very good lay. I was immediately like, okay, I want to see this girl again. Don't want to date her. Don't want to date her. Way too much going on there. But I want to see her again. One day I hit her up like a couple of weeks later, maybe even a month later, and she's like, "Oh yeah, totally. Like come on over to where I live. Um like let me know when you're on your way. Let me know when you get here. I'll be practicing a something like a fucking like tantric ritual is what she said. Like I'll be doing a tantric ritual by the shade of the trees. And I think she said that thinking that I was going to be like, "Whoa, she's so spiritual, dude. She's so deep and spiritual." Instead of thinking, "Wow, what a fucking freak." And I immediately, and I mean like I waited like 5 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, actually, nah, I'm not gonna be able to make it out today. I'm so sorry about that. My grandfather needs my help with something. It just came up. I gotta help him out." And I didn't talk to her again for like maybe 6 months, you know, something like that. 6 months to a year. And next time I spoke to her, she had found a husband. So bless that man. Bless that man, you know. That was like holy fucking shit though, dude. Like I wish I still had the I wish I still had the texts. I wish I could read you the texts. It would be fucking crazy. Man. Anyway, so I gotta do this fucking bullshit now. Alright. Let's get the hands ready. Tested patience. Mysterious scroll. Okay, so. So this is obviously, you know, what I have to do for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so. Let's go ahead and save real quick. Just so I don't have to deal with that fucking bullshit. Alright, so. Okay. So, it was not that. It was... So, I take it this is the entrance then? So, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I would guess. I would guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I just got a text from somebody. Sorry, I'm dealing with some shit right now. Alright. Whoop. Silly me. So the next one is... It's the M. The M looking thing. I believe it's the M looking thing. I could be wrong. I think I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. No, I don't believe I do that actually. Was there anything over here that I could snag? Nope. Okay. Can I just like jump across these? I wanna see what happens. I wanna see what happens. I wanna see what happens if I try and jump. Boing. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? It doesn't let you jump across. It doesn't let you jump across. It'll damn, that's stupid. I mean, hey, at the very least I gotta cross this part, so now I just gotta figure out what's going on with this next part. So that's This is stupid. This is dumb. Okay, so I got 1. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm 3 in. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or is it 1, 2, 3? Could it be 1, 2, 3? Oh, fuck, no. Silly me. 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. Then I believe I have to go that way, but I'm going to double check just to be sure. 7, 8, 9, bang, yep. But then I need to go up that way. I can't even, or something like that. I don't know. Oh, bang, bang, bang. Nope, one more. All right, so I'm here. Then I go all the way down to the side, so I don't even have to worry about it. And then I'm good to go. Okay. There we go. I got one. I've located the element of patience. This must be one of the things that Henantier misplaced. Losing this attribute of his mind must be what's making him so confused. If I can find all of the elements and bring them back to him, it should restore Henantier's sanity and help him awaken. I should continue searching for other elements if I ever intend to leave this waking nightmare. Alrighty then. Well,
We must get out of this. Have you found an exit to...
Oh. I should just knock this guy the fuck out. I should just give him the hands. You see the way he's looking at me right now? I want to see what happens if I give him the hands. Just absolutely clean his clock.
Hey, come on now.
That's right, pussy. That's right, pussy. That's right, bitch. As Henantier dies, you feel your own mind sucked into the black vortex of death along with him. Uh-oh. I died right on his dick. Yo, what's going on, Cherry Blossom? Portal of... the test of perception is what this is. Oh, boy. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. Okay. Oh, geez. What the fuck just happened? There's just mad shit on the ground. Oh, I didn't even bother taking that thing. All right. Deal. I've located the element of perception, the second element to be found in Henantier's dream world. I should continue searching for more elements. All right, so I think there's like maybe two more. I think there's like maybe two more. One of them's downstairs. At least one of them's downstairs. Okay, test of resolve, and then there's test of courage. We'll do test of courage. Sounds like a great way to die to me. Yeah. Weak potion of the sea. Too bad I wasn't an Argonian. Oh, what? Weak potion of the sea. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's it. Easy. I've located the element of courage, the third element to be found in Henantier's dream world. I should continue searching for more elements.
We must get out of this place.
Shut up. Ooh. More of a light armor man myself. Bang, 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 bang. And bang. Let's get it. It's the fucking arena. Whoop. Huh. Got him. Got him. Alright, we got any more? What the hell's going on? Oh. That's all I needed to do was kill 2 Minotaurs? Alright. I've I've located the element of resolve, the final element in this bizarre amalgam of Henentir's dreams. I should bring all 4 elements to Henentir and try to restore his sanity. What am I gonna do? Fucking give him a suppository?
I feel as though I'll be trapped here forever, and I don't even know why. But how? What you say must be the truth. I feel strange. I can see now what you were saying was no story at all, but the truth, and I'm a fool. I had no idea that the amulet could hold such power over me. I set out to create a way to conquer my failings, but it seems the tables had turned, and
Yeah,
they
I'll
conquered
say.
me. I don't know how you did it, but I thank you. Now, we must wake from this dream and take our places in the real world again. Farewell.
Fucking asshole. That's it. I'm just still here. Okay, so at the very least, I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, you know? I'm gonna sleep 1 hour and see if that helps. I've spent the night at the Brina Cross Inn. I need to follow the Gold Road towards Kvatch and be wary of anyone along the road. Okay. Anyone along the road is getting these hands. But first off, oh. Yep, I'll do that.
Hi.
Shut up. LMAO, lazy devs. Really? Fucking really, dude. They could have at least made... Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Oh. Alright, so I'm supposed to be taking my old Faye Patty ass on down the road here. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's my favorite line from Gran Torino. They want to be your friends, and I don't blame them. I take your old Faye Patty ass on down the road. That was that Wigger dude was played by his son too. Is the best part. Sitting here calling his son an old Faye Patty.
I'm afraid your journey.
Bitch, get these hands. Get these hands. Get these hands, bitch. Get them. Get these hands. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Whoa, damn, they absolutely fucking nailed her. They nailed that bitch. Holy shit. I need to talk to Carahill and Anvil and inform her that Caminalda has been defeated. Fucking Merc.
I hope I can help.
Nope.
The Mages Guild is made more. Take care.
Alright, there we go. Gay Scott. Gay guy Scott. Fucking, who's that? Who's gay guy Scott?
So, what of the rogue mage? Has he been found?
Rogue Mage.
She, you say? And she's dead. Well, Ariel and Roliand did what needed to be done. No more innocent deaths. At least for now. You have done well enough for yourself. I'll pass along my recommendation to Raminus. Though I must say I doubt it will do you much good in the end. You'd be surprised how easily they forget about the little people.
Alright.
Take care.
Thanks. Stupid books. One thing I can't stand about commies, right, is like their fetishization of books and reading, where it's like, obviously it's not like I'm someone who's like reading. I don't do none of that shit, right? Like that's not the point that I'm trying to make. But like, I just remember that like on the recent side, within the last year or two, there was something. It was like an anti-Israel thing, and a bunch of like college leftists decided they were gonna do a sit-in at a library, right? Basically, they took over a library, um, and it was stupid as hell because people were like obviously like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And their whole thing, their like PR stunt thing, or not stunt, but their PR like guy put out like some kind of a message saying like, no books will be harmed. We would not dare destroy the thing we will not dare destroy that which nourishes our revolution. And it's like, shut up. Like shut up, you theater kid pussy idiot. Their books. Shut the fuck up, you know? Like, to say something like that about books, most of which are like fiction books anyway. You're talking about the Hardy Boys, choose your own adventure shit is like what 90% of libraries are anyway. Fucking like you're sitting here talking about a library like that, and it's just like, get out of here. All right? None of you guys read in the first place. We don't fucking believe you guys are readers. And what are you reading even if you are? Fucking Harry Potter? Oh shit. It's the Skooma Den. Hell yeah.
What can I do for you?
Skooma.
Those wanted posters of the Grey Fox are everywhere.
Give me the Skooma.
Bye.
You know, I saw your fight against the Grey Prince. Nobody thought that orc could be beat, but you showed them all.
What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, bro. The wow. Anyway, so what? I gotta go talk to this chick. Is that it? But yeah, it's the fetishization of learning, where it's not even about.
It's good to see you in the real world. I'm indebted to you for rescuing me from my nightmare. I suppose thanks are only a small token of my appreciation. Allow me to reward you for your bravery. I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of coin, but allow me to present you with something that may help in your travels.
Anyway,
Farewell, friend.
but yeah, like I said, it's the fetishization of learning. It's not even actually about learning. It's about being seen to learn, and about feeling like everybody sees you as an intellectual. You don't actually know anything. There's like you have nothing inside of your head that is like objective or even useful to the next man. But golly, you sure can take over a library, and no books will be harmed. You know, speaking like it's an animal or like a human or something like that. Fucking like there aren't a trillion copies of every book in that library in the first place. You know, it's disgusting. It's gross. You know. Short stories are always good. Yeah, because they're short. Because reading's for yellow bellies. I've been thinking of going to the library and reading their books, but assume they don't have anything good there. Oh yeah, I'm sure they don't have anything good there, you know? Because that's another thing too, is like anything that's worthwhile is not going to be there, because like anything worthwhile is going to go against some kind of narrative that they've decided is problematic and toxic and hateful if you don't like agree with, you know? That just is what it is. That's the way it always is. It's the way it's always been, you know, and it's always going to be that way, you know? People talk about like, oh, don't trust the TV, go to a library. It's like, you know, somebody has to choose which books get put in there, right? And most libraries are not going to be okay with like something that calls into question, say like the COVID vax or anything like that. They aren't going to want to do that, you know. So it's a situation where like literally everywhere you go, there's going to be some kind of narrative that's being shoved into your face via either a straight up propaganda that's being like, "Hey kids, this is what you want to believe," or if it's that there is um I don't know how you would describe it. Basically, just limiting the access to some kind of knowledge so that if you wanted to get access to it in the first place, you wouldn't be able to go to the library. You would have to go through other means. And then, of course, those means are usually going to be some kind of like shitty, you know? Where the hell is this guy? Let's say like a second floor. I would take it. I take it. Where the hell is he? When I was in the army, you know, like I guarantee you, it's probably tough for like it's probably tough in Ireland to get anything regarding like the British view of the famine, other than anything that's like those dirty Irish deserve it, like um you know, like you're not just gonna find something like that in an Irish library, for instance, right? Not that I'm like a famine apologist or anything like that, but you get the point that I'm trying to make here. And I feel like you'd probably be more likely to find pro Irish shit in a British library, right? Because there's a lot of like British liberals and stuff like that that are like, oh, the plight of the Irish is a sad one, and we are uh, I can't do a British accent right now, but you get the idea. But like overall, everybody has sensibilities that can be offended, and you know, like what happens when the sensibilities of a government or like a group of people who are in charge of something, whether it's overt or covert, um, what happens when their sensibilities get offended by a book? They're not going to want that book in a place, you know? My local Barnes and Noble has hentai. It's plastic wrapped. Damn. Making sure the pages don't stick together, I see. Better feed, just in case. When I was in the army, I didn't have a cap. Now I'm in the IRA, I got a big bloody hat. Said right you are.
Why, hello there. You must be new. Oh, it's so nice to see new faces
All right
in
you
the guild.
are.
If you ever
All
need
right
anything,
you army
just
old
let me know.
Sinn right you
I have
are.
friends in all sorts of high places, you know, so I can get things done that others can't. And if I can do anything for you, I'd be happy to. Someday, maybe you could return the favor.
Dave Portnoy wore a yarmulke and waved an Israeli flag to celebrate Bryce Mitchell's loss at UFC 314, because that's what pussies do, is they celebrate the losses of other people. If somebody was making fun of me on that level, I wouldn't like that's there was a video recently. I forget if it was a new pill video or if it was on Sam's actual channel, but he talked about FAFO people, fuck around and find out people, and this is something I've talked about for a long time myself. But like boomers love to say FAFO. Boomers love to be like they see a video of like some, especially when it's an old guy beating the hell out of like a black teenager or something like that. You know, let's be honest here. They sit here and they're like FAFO, or like Sam used an example of like you know, a fucking thug steals something from a store, and on the way out of the store he like runs headfirst into the wall. He like misses the door, and you go into the comment section, and it's just like fafo 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 fafo, you know, fuck around and find out, fuck around and find out, fuck around and find out. um and it's like it's just the baby boomers way of feeling like they won something, and it's their way of feeling like it totally couldn't have been them, couldn't have been me, couldn't have been me. I would have fucked that guy up if I was there. Like that's their way of saying that, is like, oh, haha, fuck around and find out. And when I say fuck around and find out, what I mean is I would have beat your ass if that was me there, right? Like it looks so stupid when you do that. You look so foolish, and that's what that is. It's like that's Dave Portnoy trying. I wonder what his real last name is. Fucking that's Dave Portnoy trying to be like, oh, fuck around and find out. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's right. It's like he lost via submission. He lost via submission. Submissions are not satisfying ways to win. It's a way to win, but it's not a satisfying way to win. If somebody was making fun of me, I wouldn't want to choke them out. I'd want to beat the fuck out of them. That's what I would want to do. I wouldn't take them down and immediately think, let's sink in a rear naked choke. I'd be like, oh, let's savor this ass whooping right now. If it was like that personal to me, right? So like to sit here and he loses to somebody who's not even Jewish, and then on top of that he loses via submission, to have some fucking asshole like Dave Portnoy, who I'm waiting for the day that I run into him, because he reviews pizza places in my area. He reviews pizza places in my area. I can't wait to run into him and start talking hella shit right in front of his camera. And of course, nothing threatening. I wouldn't ever like do anything aggressive towards him. It's just gonna be so funny when I'm like, Dave Portnoy, go fuck yourself, like like that, fucking. Um, but like to see that is just like, dude, you didn't do it. You wouldn't have done it. You wouldn't have done it. Why don't you go up to him and say something to his face, Dave? First off, Bryce Mitchell seems like a real chill guy. Seems like a real nice guy. Cool dude. I don't think he'd just start hauling off on you, but why don't you test your luck? If you think you're that hard, MMA fighters don't just fight in the cage, and you can easily show up to wherever he's training and be like, all right, Bryce, you think you're big? I'm gonna show you Jewish power. Let's go and fucking fight him. You could easily do that. It'd be that easy to do. Why don't you just fucking do it? But of course, Dave Portnoy's bitch made. He's the Jewish equivalent of like that annoying baby boomer who like sees a black kid stub his toe on Facebook and is like, oh, fuck around and find out. Haha, wouldn't have happened if I was there. I wouldn't have let that happen. Ha 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 ha. Like that's literally what it is. Dave Portnoy is a bitch. Dave is a bitch ass motherfucker. He is a bitch. Fucking. What do you think of Lope's poor performance? I'll be honest with you, I was too drunk to remember anything by that point. And I was only half paying attention. Dude, I almost beat Taylor by myself yesterday, right? I won't say almost beat him, but like he told me this morning, like I was nervous. I was kind of nervous. I almost beat Taylor yesterday, by myself without any help. I was almost blackout drunk. I barely remember anything about it, but I just absolutely positively let him have it. I just let him have it. I destroyed 2 of his TCs apparently. He had 1 more. He was able to rebuild. It just goes to show you the skill and the experience that he has, that I destroyed 2 of his TCs and almost routed his entire fucking operation, but he was still able to build back because I made a bad move after I destroyed those 2 TCs. Fucking I got to drink. I got to drink if I'm going to be good at AoE, I guess. Because the other best game that I ever had was when I was drinking. I had like such an amazing fucking game. It was crazy. It's funny, you know. But bottom line, I really don't remember.
A recommendation from me? Well, of course. Raminus would naturally want my opinion, wouldn't he? This is a situation we can both benefit from, associate. You do me a small favor, and I'll happily send along a glowing recommendation. If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the recommendation immediately.
Jaska.
He's disappeared. I mean, he's really disappeared. No one here has seen him in days. Volinaro
Yeah, I need a
thinks
ring
maybe
of
his
detect
spell
life.
backfired. If someone from the council were to stop by and find him gone, it'd look bad for me. I can't have that. Talk to the mages here and see what you can find out. If you can make Jaskar reappear, you'll have your recommendation.
All right. Yep.
Please come find me as soon as you've located Jaskar.
Shut up, Hope. Yeah, so he's somewhere around here. I remember they wanted to prank her, so they casted an invisibility spell on him, and that's why I need the detect life spell. There he is.
Go away.
Fucking A, dude.
Hello.
This asshole.
Volinaro, at your service. Need a spell? Need an item recharged? Need a witty practical joke played on someone? I can handle it all. Oh, Jean has you looking for him, does she? I'm afraid you're not going to find him easily. I think a spell backfired. That's probably it. Goodbye. Go away. Go away.
So what do I need to do?
What can I do?
Get this guy to, like,
Certainly.
trust me?
Oh, that's just the thing. You want to find Jaskar? All right, I think I can help with that. But you have to agree to do something for me first.
Fucking asshole.
And whatever you do, you can't tell Jean about it. All right? That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar.
All right.
Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring me her manual of spellcraft, okay? Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees you. You do that for me.
Just steal.
I'll make sure you can find Jaskar.
I don't even need the spell. I have.
Let me know when
I am literally the best. Literally the best lock picker here. There's nobody better than me at this. But in the spirit of doing the quest the way it's meant to be done, you know, I'll go ahead and I will yep. Bada bing, bada boom. Ah. My skill level's too low. I also just realized I gotta be careful with that. Fucking if I get expelled from the quest the guild one more time, I'm absolutely like done. Like I can't even do it anymore.
Hello, associate.
Where is this asshole? There he is.
Have you pulled that little prank yet? You've got Jean's book.
Fucking asshole.
Go away.
What? Huh?
Well met.
So...
It was a good idea, wasn't it? I wonder how long she'll spend trying to figure out where she put it down.
So... after 10 p.m. Okay. I mean, it's well after 10 p.m. What do you... Scott Suckoven? Nah, Suck Sullivan was better. Flying kick to the back of the head. All right.
Ready to find...
Yeah.
Just watch. You'll see.
Again, this is why this is like my least favorite quest line, is because even though it's better than the College of Winterhold in some ways, like you actually have to do magic in this, right? Or you know, for the most part you have to. Like it's just like I don't want to be an errand boy. This is annoying.
Hello there. I hear you've been looking for me.
Oh, please don't be mad.
We were just having some fun.
You guys are the worst practical
We just
jokers
got
ever.
tired of Jean lording her position over us when she barely knows anything about magic. Every now and then, we like to trick her.
These guys'
So we
bits
figured
suck.
It was time to move on to a new prank. This one was getting boring anyway, so you can tell her you found me. Be seeing you.
All right. What is... Oh, duh. Base ring of feather is what I need. Oh, fuck. Yeah, so there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. I'm probably going to get out of here after this one because I think my dinner's just about ready. But I think I have like maybe 2 or 3 more fucking errand boy quests that I have to pull.
Any luck finding Jaskar? Found him, did you? Well, I suppose that's good. You'll have to forgive me. I seem to have misplaced something. Yes, well, let's never mind that. You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though, so I'll fulfill mine. Ramanus will have my recommendation. And don't you forget about me once you've finished your training. I'm sure we can help each other out.
All right.
Take care.
Whoa. All right, there we go. Sorry, one sec. I got to If you can make a task for an aspiring wizard, what would you have them do? I'd have them do some stupid shit, like some bitch work shit. Like, oh, dude, fucking, I need my car cleaned out, dude. I need my car detailed. Yo, yeah, use whatever magic you want, dude. Just make sure you don't damage anything. Fucking, just, clean my car, dude. Clean my fucking car. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna head out. All right, thank you guys so much for being here as usual. I will be streaming on Wednesday, on Wednesday's Day. All right, and yeah, we'll try and do something good. I need to do an Easter stream, right? I got to figure out what to do for an Easter stream. Maybe I can think of something. Next Sunday, we're probably not going to be streaming because it's Easter. I'd rather stream all like Friday or Saturday for Easter. Maybe we'll do like a Friday and a Saturday stream. Who knows? We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna talk to you guys later though. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.